Alright, but we are at the loading screen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the round of 8 game of the Dominate Dominion, the round of 8 game of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion tournament. Number 40. It's been 40 weeks of Dominion, man. It's pretty awesome. This game is going to be Point Defense, one of the teams with the most wins in Dominion history. They're definitely up there with the other two of the top 3 for over 100 competitive games played. Point Defense has been around for quite a long time, and they are up against Amputease. On the top half, Point Defense's team consists of Sauron playing as Pantheon, MagiMelkor playing as Ugrot, MMKH playing as Singed, Nekrogen playing as Brand, and Lyssic! I haven't seen Lyssic in an tourney game in a while. That makes me happy. Lyssic playing as Leona. I'm one half of your casters this week. I am Gandair, and casting with me is
Skillfactory. And on the Amputease, we have Hammerhand running the Darius. Genolicious is going to be on Lulu. J4 is going to be played by Duelpower or Jarvan the Fourth. Some people don't like the J4. Science, who's screaming it at you in all caps, is going to be playing Katarina. And Metalfenrir is going to be on Olaf. And it looks like Olaf might be cheating down towards bottom to spar off with the Brand. But we saw last game, Singed early game down bottom does a really good job. He can just push the minions, push, and then get extra damage whenever he gets a good flip off.
And I really love this high command cat skin, by the way. I just felt like I should say that because it's so cool. I love the leather straps and the corset look and the background with sort of the pirate theme. I think it's one of the better ones that Riot's made. Shout out to Riot's art team, art department, anyone who does the art for League of Legends, because the art for this game is so damn pretty.
Yes, the new Kale skin blew me away on how crisp it looks, all the sounds, so amazing. Every one of her abilities feels like I want it to have 0 cooldown now. I just want to be able to spam them. I want to hear her sword, like it's like a light sword flying through the air, and they do a great job at all that stuff. And Speedtron's coming out. Singed is going to actually grab the not the Boneheart, but the other side for them. And Lyssic's going to try to get to this point. They're going to neutralize it with Science, and the poke is going to start up top. Typically, we don't see a fight until the 4th member comes up to make it a 4-on-4, and they just kind of poke back and forth until they get a good engagement, which I think is going to be the pull right there from Darius coming down. Lyssic taking a little bit of damage. Hammerhand actually going to be the first one to go down here. Lots of damage coming down. Katarina getting in there. And Lyssic's going to die on the Leona to the Jarvan. Revive coming out from him. Down bottom, Brand's going to die to Olaf. A double kill coming out from Pantheon here. Science still sitting here fighting, not getting the reset he needs on Sauron. And Genolicious stuck to Polymorph and Glitter Lance defense. Sauron almost going down. Hammerhand going to come down with a good apprehend. The damage there, but he really needs to fall back and wait for the rest of the Revive teammates because Lyssic has already come to reinforce. Jarvan here now, but not going in. They just want to neutralize the point. Hammerhand way too low to come back in. There he goes. Jarvan getting back to the standard. MKH is going to go down on Singed. Science is going to get a good reset for a little bit of extra damage. Hammerhand coming back with a lot of potions in here. MagiMelkor taking lots of damage. The Lulu is going to be able to snipe off that kill. And Darius is going to go down to the Pantheon, who's doing a lot of work right now. Sauron doing a great job. Just teeing off 1v1, not caring much about Genolicious' damage, and Singed is going to come back and clean this up for them, and I think they're going to cap this top point for the first 3-for-2 cap.
And, Sauron with the quadra kill to open the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why Sauron had 2,800 ELO before we couldn't track it anymore. Man, that is some Pantheon up there. And down the bottom lane, Nekrogen has got Metalfenrir kind of low on hit points, got him pushed back up against his tower a little bit. That zombie Brand skin, just Dominion, man, this guy, I just love it. You got that green gravestone against this orange background. You got all the green. It stands out so much better here, I think, than against the green background of SR. Makes it a little bit more noticeable. Melkor coming down for the gank right here on Metalfenrir, though, and Metalfenrir doesn't really have any, or Metalfenrir, excuse me, doesn't really have any way out of that. Unfortunately, so that point is going to get turned around by Point Defense. Nekrogen playing that bottom lane.
Yeah, meanwhile, up top, Singed trying to delay the inevitable, but the dunk from Darius comes out. Pantheon ultimate coming out right on top of Hammerhand. The stun coming down. Leona, another stun, and he's going to sit there CC'd to death that time. Duelpower not able to get up there with his Jarvan to help out, and it looks like right now they're holding a 4 cap. Nekrogen down bottom, hiding in the shadows. Hopefully going to get a little bit of extra damage for free if Olaf comes in to try to cap that. But you can tell right now he's going to actually go back for the minions. He doesn't want to walk up there all alone. Lulu trying to slow down Sauron, but can't go 1v1. More of a support character, just a chalice and a chain vest, and actually trying to taunt Sauron into committing without any backup.
You don't want to commit to Lulu. She's got a slow, man. That's scary stuff.
Yeah, and it looks like down bottom, Duelpower is going to use his Cataclysm on a Nekrogen. He's in a lot of trouble, and going to go down here. Meanwhile, Metal picking up the damage onto Ugrot, and it was a 2-for-0 trade as they try to get down to cap this point and regain some of their position on this map.
Metalfenrir getting chased away. Oh, but gets caught by Sauron. The Airborne doesn't rub that last hit of the Heartseeker Strike, though. But Sauron doesn't seem too concerned. He's still able to take out Olaf in the exchange. Oh, gets the block on Duelpower and finishes him off. That shield block, Sauron's going to recall because he can't fight Hammerhand, unfortunately, but he's able to pick up a couple kills down there. And now, kind of swinging the opposite direction. The bottom point getting captured against point defense now. Hammerhand taking that Pillar of Flame right there, but there's 3 people down there, and Darius is good, but I don't quite know if he's that good. We'll see how long he can keep this tower, or if he can hold it. Nekrogen get low on health, but see that stun right there, he's going to get the kill off on Ugrot. And, oh, the minion!
The minion and the bleed taking care of that, and he does get the 2v1 and takes that and living for it. Meanwhile, up top, Lulu going down first, Science next. Pantheon just too much damage in CC for them right now. Duelpower needs to get out of here. MKH not going to go for the fling, but it looks like he just needs to defend right now. They do have 3 points. Olaf's actually pushing the minions past the bottom point, and he's going to have to 1v1 Pantheon, so you can't run away from that stun. Half health instantly, and the spears. That spear shot doing lots of damage. Olaf popping Ragnarok, not going to help him out here, and they're going to recap this bottom point while Singed hangs up top and looks to defend, but they're kind of milling around the middle of the map here. They haven't grouped up and committed. They're splitting actually 2 top, 2 bottom right now, and they get the ping out on Nekrogen. Hammerhand getting stunned, not going to be able to chase that. And then Singed looking for a fight here. Spots Duelpower in the bush. Who has the sweeper right now? It is the Hextech sweeper on Lyssic, getting that spot, and Genolicious trying to chase the Singed with Science, and that's always a bad idea.
You don't want to chase Singed around too much. You want to walk parallel to the smoke cloud. Don't walk in it. You gotta run away from Singed. Run away in a perpendicular line. You don't want to contact that too much. And Amputease is kind of in the middle of a point defense sandwich right here. They've wedged in. They haven't decided which way they're going to make their play with yet. Sauron, Sauron gets turned into a cupcake. Cupcake Sauron is the sweetest Sauron. And Melkor getting airborne right there. The stun lands, but only connects with Genolicious. Duelpower is still able to get away and zone Sauron a little bit, and they're pushing really aggressively in on the refinery right now. They got an offensive garrison down, so they're really committed to trying to take this tower. Leona and MMKH coming in from behind. Science and Genolicious zoning Sauron back away as the fight breaks out. Lyssic gets apprehended. MMKH's health getting low. Nekrogen finally arriving in the fight, but the Pyroclasm does not bounce. Genolicious keeps it back away from everyone. And Sauron picks up a triple, going kill after kill after kill so far this game. And Lulu just not quite having enough glitter lance to take down Sauron.
Cat very close to getting the reset there and just going one by one, cleaning them up, but couldn't get the last reset, got stunned, and Sauron picking up more and more kills, really working that Pantheon. The shield right now, every shield proc seems like it's clutch, and he's living with less than a bar multiple times now, up top, bottom, and now at the refinery. Pink's coming down to the middle of the bushes. It looks like Leona's going to grab the relic in the middle. Lyssic coming up, probably going to use the sweeper on that bush. Nope, MKH is going to run in there. And now 4 coming down bottom to stop Nekrogen and Sauron. Hammerhand getting a good apprehend. Nekrogen in a lot of trouble. Just going to stand there and die. Katarina coming in. And Sauron also in trouble now, too. Meanwhile, Leona up top, the quest, going to be starting to cap the drill with Singed, and it's not going to be a good trade right now because Sauron not dying, and Genolicious continually doing damage on the Sauron. Sauron can't dodge the turret quite yet, but if he does get a stun outside of that, he will get the kill.
And it looks like, he stepped in the tower, unfortunately.
Yeah, I knew that tower would be the end of him if he got a little too close. But meanwhile, Darius getting shut down to a 3v1, trying to defend that drill and retake it. Now we have 4 people up top. Singed kind of trying to lay some poison down, getting a little bit of extra damage in there. And Science actually running the Hex-Tech Sweeper in a Chain Fest right now. And being her only AP item, she's not got a ton of damage. Lyssic being super tanky. And Metal just zoning them away while Science caps this point down bottom. The Boneyard definitely going to go to them right now. Ugrot slowing them for just a second, but not enough. And they're going to come back and get a... It looks like they'll probably get the 3-for-2 cap. They can get the Singe down. Hammerhand and Genolicious trying to work him down. But the Pantheon, Skyfall, coming down right on top. Jumping onto Hammerhand, dying very fastly. But Cat coming in with the ultimate, not doing enough damage. Genolicious next. And Pantheon picking up more kills there.
Now, with point defense really committed to that drill there, J4 was able to get up away and take the windmill while that was going on. So they do have 2 points again, but how long are they going to be able to have that? The Cataclysm goes down, and keeping Sauron penned up from being able to connect Metalfenrir. He decides he's going to kill Jarvan instead. Oh, it connects with Metalfenrir. Fenrir gonna go down, unfortunately. That block right there, saw it pop up when he took that swing. So Sauron not going to take that damage there. Sauron plays a lot of very solid bruisers, and Pantheon, I think, was a great pick for this game because it's been treating him well all game long. Nekrogen going to go down for this bottom point right here and try and turn it around. And Amputease just kind of scrambling for points right now. The Apprehend doesn't connect right there for Hammerhand, unfortunately. Takes a stun for his troubles and loses to an Acid Hunter, unfortunately. Now they want to try and keep this point neutral while they haven't secured the top again.
Yeah, they're doing a great job splitting up their team and delaying the cap on these points. Right now, MKH on Singe, trying to get out of there. A little bit too much damage coming down on him. Jarvan's going to be able to pick up the kill, getting a 3-for-0 exchange. Science and Sauron going versus each other up top, but Science in a lot of trouble because Sauron has been just mopping up kills. Now 17-2. Diesel Power getting swapped by MagiMelkor and going down, and Hammerhand going to be the next one to die to Nekrogen and Melkor. The Apprehend not moving anybody right there. It looked like it was good, but it seemed like it went right in between them. And nobody low enough to dunk. Lulu popping up the Wild Growth, just trying to slow Sauron down as this point is neutralized up top. But Blue Team just climbing ahead so far. They're doing such a great job right now.
And Lulu doing a really good job in the top lane, actually, keeping Sauron distracted for a very long time. That's one of Lulu's biggest strengths, is being able to survive and get that poke and keep things neutral. Did a good job up there. Ugrot with the position switch into stun, unfortunately. Looked like he was going to get in a good spot to take care of Nekrogen there, but tries to turn around for it and can't connect. Urgot's able to take him out beforehand. Now, Science is down here, but the position reversal's on cooldown, so he doesn't have to worry about any sort of interrupt from Melkor, and Melkor gets eaten alive right there. Shunpo to the face. Will stand that pillar flame. Science, I'm scared for you, Science. That's a brand. He has a stun. Your ult is very fragile. Leona's got a stun too. Science! Oh, Science gets connected with the Zenith Blade, gets stunned and slowed, has the Shunpo right on out of there. Metalfenrir taking the Heartseeker, and then the stun to follow that up. Science just using that Shunpo to escape through a minion, and the Zenith Blade connects again. Another stun goes down, followed by another stun. Stun. Leona's got one, Brand's got one, Pantheon's got one. I don't really know what a champion like Katarina, who's so dependent on that ult's damage, can do against that.
Yeah, and she actually came back in with the revive and died again. Their single target stuns being way too strong right now. They are going to cap top. It took 3 people to take down Singe, and without Jarvan coming, it looked like Singe might have been able to take them 2v1. The Lulu and Hammerhand on Darius not being able to do enough damage. Singe trying to defend this point, unable to do it. The glue does not stop them from capping. But Metalfenrir, even he pops a Ragnarok to get out of those stuns. Going down, Cat is here. The Sunflare coming out, big damage coming out, more single target stuns. The Revive's coming down. Genolicious wants to come back out and fight. Team not there to support the Lulu yet, but I think they might be able to at least take one of these points back as MKH is grabbing the drill during this whole time.
Amputease hasn't really had an opportunity to get grouped up in a good 4-on-4 or other situation. The way point defense supplied pressure has kept them kind of reactive and running back and forth, trying to get sort of control of the way the team is moving. And since they haven't had that, they haven't had the opportunity to sort of play the game that they want to play it. Kind of been on the defensive all game long. And Genolicious is kind of hanging back and going to get the double kill. They both land on each other when they die. Interesting little animation right there. Science to MMKH arguing over this neutral point here, and up at the top, Duelpower trying to defend the point as best he can, but alternating back and forth, Lyssic and Nekrogen were with the capture right there, sort of forcing him to switch back and forth, not really giving him an opportunity to do anything.
Yeah, the Singe right now is just running around this drill turret, not letting them cap it at all, doing a great job doing point defense. It's the name of their team right now. Science putting out the Ignite, putting out the ultimate, but Leona's coming here to help. MKH still low, trying to troll them a little bit. The last attack of help picks not enough, even though with the damage coming out from it, very low. He will die at the very end here, but that's going to be the end of the game. Point defense really handling this. Sauron ulting down to the turret to show that he took this out and carried his team to victory, 24-3.
I think it's rather appropriate for Sauron to come down at the end of the game and be like, yeah, you know, I might have had something to do with this, showing up there at the Grand Skyfall.